Alright, this video is going to be about a couple things that I think they should add into this game. So, one thing is, I think they should add where zombies has brains, where if you, like, cut them in half, like... Okay, well... Really, you just... There we go. They should make it where you can see the brain. And if you get it on their eye, like, kinda on their eye. Oh, it didn't happen this time. Do you really have to use two hands with this? Wow, okay. But yeah, that's a thing that I think they should add. And I also think they should add a big bus with a thing, like an opening on the back, like a door on the back. I think you should be able to open it and there'll be a couple zombies, but then there'll be those tiny boxes that look a lot like this. Imagine if this was shut and it was just up here, but there was none of these tiny little holes. It was just an entire thing, and you can find those and it's just packed with stuff. And I think they should add that behind the buses and all that, or like you can find some bottles, or like you can find some humans just hiding in there. You can find survivors. You know, I think they should add that. And I also think that they should add crawlers. The ones that aren't standing, their legs are gone and they crawl. And then when they hit you, it'll just make you crouch. Because right now you got no legs, you're just arms, quite literally. Hold on. It's not wanting to work. Hold on, let me do a thing. You're just arms. So, I think they should make those, and when it grabs you, it makes you crouch. You gotta do that, and then the moment you shake off, it makes you stand back up. And, another thing is zombies, there is a small chance that when you take off their head, they can still live. I actually have a video where I saw one. I think it was a glitch, but there was a zombie with no head. I think they should put that in. And I think they should make it where humans, they will spawn at your base. Yeah, they can spawn at your base. It's only happened to me once, and I'm on day... Let's find out. I'm on day 138, and they've only spawned once. I think they should make it more common, because for me, it makes a lot of sense that, like, people would find your base a lot more. They can find all these cities. Like, they can find all these, and yet we know about over here. But we don't know where that place is. We don't know where that is. We don't know where, like, right there or there is. We haven't met this area. Well, maybe we have. I don't remember it, though. And all that. They can find all these places, but they can't find your base. And look at, if I go all the way over here, they've already been here. If you want to see what he looks like, again, this is what he looks like. Yeah, look at, multiple people have found this place. And yet, they've only found my base once. Like, come on. And I think zombies should be able to spawn at your base. Not, maybe a little bit more common. Like, 2 or 3, you know, just laying around. And, yeah. And I think you should be able to slap them with their own arm. Because you can chop off a zombie's arm. And if you chop them both off, they'll just fall to the ground. But let me try to find an arm. Boom, right here. You should be able to just slap them and then it won't do any damage, but it'll push him back. And I think that'd be really cool, to my opinion. And I also think that they could maybe add a couple new weapons. I don't know what they could add. Maybe like a chainsaw, but I don't know if they would be able to. But if they can, I'd be glad if they could. And like, you couldn't make it. It was like one of those findables, like finding an axe. You can't make axes. That's why I keep them, because I think they're pretty cool. So, yeah. And then there's stuff on here, like these. And like that. And I think they should make it where you can get on top of the bus, because I've lost multiple stuff up there.
Oh.
Okay, I've lost a bottle. I've lost another bottle. I've lost a gun up there. I think I've lost another gun up there. So, yeah. So, I think they could just put a ladder here, or they can make a thing right here where you just hit it. You go like boom, bam, and if that's not a thing, then again the ladder on the side would be really nice to get up, get your stuff, and decorate the top. So yeah, I think that's would be really cool. I also think that they should make it where the tires can be hit. Because right now... No, where's my machete? You cannot pop it or stick something in it. Hear that noise? This is right there. This is what that sounds like. Sounds like that. Now this sounds like this. And the metal. Yeah, you can't do that, which I think would be pretty cool. And I think if, like, another thing is, I think they should add it where if an arrow goes through walls of some sort, I got something in my throat. If something goes through, like an arrow or a weapon goes through the ground, because I've showed a glitch where you can put stuff through the ground. And it's happened to me multiple times, actually. And I've gotten stuff stuck back there. And back there. Behind this. And it's kind of blocked, but it goes behind that, which you can't grab. And I think it should like spawn on here, or over here, or over here. Or just have its own place over here, where it'll spawn on here. Just like flat down in the middle. And that's what I think. Honestly, not gonna lie. And another thing is that they need to make this where it's a lot more weak. Like, it's still this strong, but it's not. Look, it barely pushed it down, right? That's so high in the air. Compared to this one, see what I mean? It's too powerful. And I think they should make add-ons on these. Like, they make a whole new station, or they just bring those up there, and then they can have an entire part down low. My god, something's in my throat. And then it can be like, oh, the hunting rifle, it can actually have a scope. You know, and you attach it yourself, or you again want to reduce lag. and you just grab, and then there's an actual scope, and it will automatically take this off, and then there's a scope, and all of that, or like let's see, like this, you can put on this thing. This gets, and it has this thing where, again, the scope, and then it will automatically take that off, or a bigger mag, you know. And a thing that I know for a fact they can add on these is a freaking bigger mag, because this runs out so fast. And maybe a better aiming, because it's kind of hard to aim with this. So I've stuck to this, or I kind of just hang right above. So, and if there's like a zombie of some sort, you can grab and throw them together, you know. Or like if there's a wall or like a table nearby, you can grab their head and just bam, bam, and then throw them against a wall. And being able to punch them, you know. And telling you, well, it's already kind of a thing in your journal, which I'll make another video on. Kinda like, you know, like that, or like a clock, it tells you the actual time. I think that'd be pretty dang cool. And this, I think it needs to be a little bit, to my opinion, sharpness a little bit lower, not gonna lie, because yes, it goes in, but I don't think it would go in that deep. Do you think? Like this, I can understand, that's like perfect, but this, it just goes in so deep. See, I don't think it would go that deep in to his head, you know? But maybe, I could be completely wrong. So. And, I also think taking off one of their arms, a zombie's arm, it would make them weaker. So, when they grab you, it's not nearly as strong. And it's you doing this, or like doing that, you could, you know, take them off your hand. But when they have two hands, you do have to shake, and you can't just push them. And another thing is, I think that they should make it where gunpowder is a little bit more easier to find, or make more things that give you gunpowder. I have no shafts. I don't really know what gives you shafts, so, and yeah, I'm on this day, I know, it's crazy, but I don't want to get rid of my axes. How much do axes actually give you? They give you one shaft. I'd rather keep it. So, yeah. And making it where trophies can do damage to zombies. And making it where humans have more accuracy. And they pop up way more. Because I had this thing where I went into a level, it didn't tell me that there's enemies, and they were everywhere. They're in every single place. And that felt so cool. Having to sneak in and actually, you know, do stuff instead of just walking in, grabbing stuff, killing a couple zombies. Or this, you actually had to sneak, and you had to know what you're doing. And I think they should add that a lot more. Where they're just like, there's only like 5 walking around, and you're like, oh, bam, 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 done. But when there's like 70 to 20 to 7, okay, that's a big jump, 20 to 15 or something like that, that feels scary. It's terrifying. And I think the bell, if you're near your like little boat thing, they don't spawn nearly as much, and I think they should, because that's a technique that people do. And I learned if you're not near your boat, it is terrifying. And when I showed you the video and there was only 5, I was in this place where it's called no herd. That means this clock won't go down, and I died, and I was unaware that when you die, the clock goes down 2 times faster than normal. And the bell happened, and I had I had stuff, but no ammo. All I had was this thing, which saved my life. And hold on. And then there was like 15 zombies, and my technique, and you should use this too, grab a bat or something that is long. This would work. A bat would work. Let's see what else would work. That would work, that would work, that would work, and axes and all that would work. A hunting rifle, shotgun, bow shotguns, assault rifle, lever action rifle, I probably said that wrong. Those weapons would work, and you just do this. And then you move backwards, and whenever they're close, you just... and then they like get pushed back, and that doesn't take any stamina. You're doing this, takes no stamina. So when you have like 2, okay, come on, and then you have like 2, push, and that's how I survived the bell, or else I'd been doomed, because there's like 15 zombies on me, and all I was doing is this while moving backwards. So, yeah, that saved me. That's a thing that you could do. And I think that they should make it where, like, even though it's already a thing, I think they should make it where, like, yeah, you got this, but then you should also have, like, I don't know why I was talking about these, but they should have a thing that can hold bow and arrows, instead of you grabbing the bow and doing this, you know, and you would have to, like, I don't know where they would put it yet. I think like back here, not back here, but like instead of right here, there would be like a little backpack right here, I guess. Then you would have to pull out the arrows and do that, instead of it just being there. You know, it would just be in a little pocket right here, and I don't think that would harm you either. Yeah, no. Oh, oops. You know? That's a cool thing that I think they should add. Maybe make it where you can do side quest and get a bigger prize when you finish the game. Because when you finish the game, you don't really got much to do. So, besides do the bell and all that. But, being able to, like, do extra quests, going up to a person, they're like, hey, this would help me a lot. Could you go to this place, get my friend and bring him back? Because he has nothing and he can't protect himself. So could you protect him and bring him back? And then you could go like, sure or no. Well, yes, no. If you feel like it, sure, or I guess, or something like that. It would have multiple things, and then you would go get his friend, and then he would give you like one of those things. He would give you 8. He would give you like one of these, but then he would also give you food. He would do that. Oh, here, give you food. Or he would give you a weapon, and that would just be it. Either food, one of those big things, a really good bandage, maybe one of these, or a weapon that's either this or like this. One of those two. You know, a good weapon that will last you. So, I think that'd be a really cool idea. You know, make a couple side quests that you can do over and over. That would be fun. Or like, go to this place and take out 10 zombies, and I'll give you a prize, because that's my home or something. You know, really cool thing. And, yeah. And that when you give them, like, let's say that you find a survivor, and he or she has no weapon, and you give them, and they ask for like a bandage. If you give them a bad bandage, they'll give you a lower quality item. But if you give them a really good bandage, like this one, then they'll give you one of those packets or something. Or like if you give them Band-Aid, they'll give you like a little food. Or ammo. They would give you ammo. Or a shiv, you know, something. But if they are harmed and you give them a low quality thing, they'll, you know, they'll give you something, but then they'll follow you. So if you do something and like you find another person and you harm them, they'll harm you. But if you give them a better item, they'll be like, thank you, you did a lot. They won't give you anything, because, you know, they have, yeah. And my next thing is, let's say that there's a guy with a weapon, and he has like this. He's like, hey, give me bandages, and you're like, haha, but I have a bigger weapon, and then he's like, oh, wait, hold on. Whoa, man, Jesus, whoa, I'm sorry. And then he'll put it down and say, could I please have some bandages? And then you could give him some, you know? But the thing is, he would also get upgrades, so it wouldn't just be a pistol. He could have this assault rifle, and I think the AR would be like the most powerful. But if he has an AR and you have an AR, then you'll both fight to death. And if they have an AR, you know, they'll be more buff, or they could have armor, you know? They could have armor, or we could have armor, because there is armor in the game, you just can't wear it. I don't remember where to find it. But there is armor, and it's on like this little guy, but it's not a person, it's like a statue type thing, but it's tiny, and it's in a house. But you should be able to, you know, find armor, not make armor, find. From like a zombie, you could take it off and put it on you. And making it where zombies have armor as well, like on their chests and legs, you know, and a certain level, instead of a face and a helmet, you know, make it where like, and the face guard thing, but make it where like it's a full-on like army helmet, or a guy that uses the mop, you know, and he would have like this suit on, and then that would make it where like if you threw a grenade at him, it wouldn't hurt him nearly as much, but it would still hurt him, but not as much, you know. And I think that would be pretty dang cool. And if there's a low quality shiv, just a normal shiv, the zombie could pick it up or something like that. Or an enemy with nothing, you could give them a weapon and they would be like, oh, thank you very much, but that's not what I asked for. And then you could give them a bandage, and they would have a gun and a bandage, and they would give you, you know, better things. Not a weapon, of course, because they don't even have a weapon. But if somebody gave them a weapon, they would help you out. They would give you something and help you out. They would follow you. But they won't follow you into a place where there's more people. They'll only help you with, like, zombies and stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. And, I think that'd be pretty sweet. And making it where you can use a gosh darn keyboard. Not like, well, maybe typing, where, like, if you grab it on the top piece, like, I'm sure I have keyboards, and I know I have keyboards. And you have, like, a keyboard like this, and you do that, like right here, and you do it, your guy will just type. Or like you could grab it like this or this, left or right. I'm lefty, by the way. And then you could just poof, and all the keyboard, like all the keys would fall out as you break it, and then it would turn red, and then it would snap in half, and then it would be sharp, boom, and then it would break. Pretty neat idea, not gonna lie. Making it with phones, there's phones on the side, like on a wall, let's say. It will be on a thing, and it will be on a wall. You should be able to take it off the wall and, you know, grab it. And, yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. And making it where, you know, they fix the freaking school. Because if you go in the correct place, I think I've showed this. If you go in the right area, it's in a bathroom. Well, it's like a tiny little secret bathroom that you can go in. And then there's a little hole, and it leads to nothing. It's just pure nothing. It's really weird. And they should fix it, because this kind of takes off the immersion a little bit. And that'd be pretty cool. Making it where sometimes when you wake up, zombies will be at your base, and then you could like pull a lever right here. You could pull like a lever right here, and it would shut the doors. And then you could just be like, there would be like yeah, right here. And this would be broken as well. No, just this one to make it fair. And then you could like, and there'd be like 6 zombies out there. So you would have to be prepared, or you would have to go out with just like a knife or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I think that they should make it where the spoon takes out the eyes instead of just the entire brain, the eyes. And I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, I think that would be it. Okay, cool, and bye-bye.